On this week's episode of Bayou Wild TV,
we had one of the guys started pulling on the rope. Got to see how big he was.
Take a breath, man. Take a breath. It's all right.
I didn't want to miss.
you did it. I think you did it.
There you go, boy. That boy.
One shot, one kill. So I mean, I don't think it gets any better than that.
There he is.
Monster, you could tag you a gator, big old gator.
I expected it to be a pretty big animal, but you know, lifting it up 500-600 pounds, it's a lot of mass.
All right, we're going to start calling him One-Shot Monster. Big Gator, Tigers in the Wild.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Global Outdoors. Find your next adventure and share your experiences with others by downloading the Global Outdoors mobile app or visiting globaloutdoors.com. Every day, we strive to preserve traditions that have spanned generations.
Around every turn of the bayou, Mother Nature reveals unique people, places, and experiences.
And the bounty of animals and fish. Well, in Louisiana, we just call that lagniappe. I'm Don Dubuque.
I'm Chris LeCoq.
I'm Captain Martha Spencer. Join us as we document the adventure,
Sportsmanship,
And heritage that make us Bayou Wild. It's late summer in South Louisiana, and we're visiting a familiar Bayou Wild TV destination, Cajun Fishing Adventures. As one of the premier hunting and fishing outfitters along the Mississippi River, there's always an adventure to be found with Captain Ryan Lambert. Here we are, Tigers in the Wild. We got a bear, a monster. We're gonna take on some gators. Let's get them.
I hunted a couple times growing up. Stayed in the land, never got in the water. More fishing than anything, just because I grew up around a lot of lakes in Georgia, but never been gator hunting. This is the first for me, and it was pretty awesome.
Coming up next.
I'm on Milam, and this is Tigers in the Wild.
It's rare to find someone you can count on when it's go time. It's even more rare to find someone you can count on, well, all the time. At Sunshine, we're proud to offer the John Deere equipment you need and a team you can depend on and off the field. Learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today. Become a supporter of the Louisiana Wildlife Agents Association today by visiting supportlwaa.org. Browse the selection of exclusive gear, including t-shirts in a variety of colors and styles. plus hats, koozies, and more. Gear up today and support the LWAA.
One of the reasons why Double D has been around for 50 years is because we are consistent with what built the business. And we go to great lengths to make sure that when you bring a deer or a hog or whatever it may be, your meat stays your meat all the way through the process. But we want to be as true to the original intent, which is a local meat company. And that's something that we want to maintain for as long as the Lord lets us do it.
Continuing this week's episode, it's Gator season at Cajun Fishing Adventures. Captain Ryan Lambert's been targeting some monster gators. And speaking of monster, Stephen Monster Milam and Jared Bear Jones join us as rookie gator hunters. All right, we're here with another episode of Tigers in the Wild. This time we got a couple of baseball players, Jared Bear Jones and Stephen Monster Milam, out alligator hunting, something totally different from what they do on a regular basis. Traveling the marshes of South Louisiana offers a new experience for the monster and the bear, and a quite different scenery than New Mexico and Georgia, where these guys call home.
Y'all ready, boys?
Lines have been set, and there's some big gators in the area.
You feeling a little bit tired waiting for them to come up?
Leading off is the monster. He's got some pregame coaching. Oh, hang in there, bud. Don't move. The opponent is fierce and angry. Monster is focused.
Oh, he's been rolling, Cap. He hadn't stopped.
Get ready. Yeah, once he gets still, you get your shot. Hang on.
Get away from the boat.
Away from the boat. We'll tell you when.
And the action heats up quickly.
This guy was twirling around in that water and got me a little nervous.
Wait till he settles down.
Alligator hunts are not the dramatic things you see a lot of times on TV. You can kind of make it that, but it's pretty simple stuff. You bait a line, you come up, you pull the line up, you safely bring the gator to the surface, and with one shot properly placed, it's done.
We had one of the guys started pulling on the rope. Got to see how big he was. They're bigger in person than you think they are. We started doing that death roll.
Take a breath, Monster. Take a breath. It's all right. That's a go.
I didn't want to miss. Finally, he's calmed down. One shot, one kill, and
You couldn't get a shot like that.
You did it. I think you did it.
There you go, boy. That boy.
right behind the eyes, right above the eyes, right in there. Here he is.
Woo!
He's done.
Look at that. Y'all come for the coolie. Look at that. Just take that mouth so you don't get it. Just take it. Wrap that around his mouth, right above my thumbs. Yep. That's good. That's good too.
That's good?
Yep.
I was a little skeptic at first, pulling him up. Big dog, you know, but I'm bigger. Just gotta take him down.
One shot, one kill. So I mean, I don't think it gets any better than that.
There he is. Monster, you could tag you a gator, big old gator.
It's legal.
One of them big boys.
He said this last night.
Caglione.
That teal. He said, there's somebody left a teal.
Coming in cleanup is the bear.
Never been gator hunting. This is the first for me, and it was pretty awesome.
He's looking to keep the rally going. The search for gators continues. The two guys go over the fundamentals of the hunt. And the bear is locked in.
Laying down.
That's a big boy, Mr. Ryan. See?
We pulled up on it, and it was kind of sitting up on the bank, laid down. I've shot other animals before, so I'm not too nervous unless, you know, it's aggressive, but this one was pretty calm, so. Brought the boat up to its head, shot it, not much work to it. It was a good day.
Get him like that, bro. Yeah, you get on that side, and Bear get on the other side, and we'll get the. Yeah, we
There's no gators in here. Huh? There's no gators in here.
Hell yeah, they got plenty of gators in here, bro.
Let's go. We gotta go. There's gators in here. Shit. You scared as hell right now.
Hey, what's that behind you, bro? Right now.
Chill out.
I expected it to be a pretty big animal, but, you know, lifting it up 500-600 pounds, that's a lot of mass.
Attaboy. That was better. You scared standing in that marsh?
Well, I was.
I would be too.
I don't know what's in there.
You ever touch a gator that big?
Never. The gator. The big old gator, perhaps a big one.
Just how big they are. I mean, you see them like on TV and just online, and I mean, you get them in person, you're like, you kind of take it for granted how big these guys are.
What's your favorite way to eat gator? Fried. How about you? Have you had it blackened?
Never.
Not yet? Try that.
All right, what's got to be done immediately when these gators are harvested, you have to put a tag on it to make it legal, because you can only account for so many gators with so many tags. This one's now a legal gator for the bear. Jared Jones.
Well, I've only ever had it fried, but I'm hearing there's some different recipes I got to try, so I'm looking forward to that.
They both enjoyed it and learned a lot, and also were very proficient, just like they know how to time that, hitting that baseball. One shot each, two big gators.
So tell me, now that you're here, what's your favorite thing to eat that's truly Louisiana?
Man, I love some jambalaya.
Like some jambalaya?
I like gumbo. Jambalaya.
Did y'all have any of this before you came?
Never.
And what did Coach feed you on your recruiting visit?
Flemings.
Flemings? They took you to the steakhouse.
Yeah, that's because he loves steak. He didn't take us anywhere special like for Louisiana.
Okay. And do you guys get to do a crawfish boil like some of the other teams, and have a little team building and eat?
They made one last year. Yeah, Will Helmers, he's from like New Orleans area. He made a big mess of crawfish last year.
Yeah.
Had a bunch of boys over. We crushed them.
You like them? Y'all down with crawfish?
Oh, yeah. Love them.
There you have it. 2 tigers in the wild, 1 bear, and 3 monsters on Bayou Wild TV. All right, only one thing left to do with these gators, and that's take them over to the master, Chef John Folse at White Oak. Coming up next.
Put that lid on top of it and just let it sit and simmer, and enjoy the surroundings, enjoy the conversation, and let the pot cook. I tell you what.
Ooh, yeah, I can't wait.
Good, right?
Yes. Delta Marina is Plaquemines Parish fishing one-stop. Get live bait, fuel, ice, tackle, and marine supplies. Then launch into the world's most productive saltwater fishing. Return to the fishing cleaning station, relax in first-class cabins overlooking the bayou, all in Delta Marina's safety video-monitored parking lot. Need a fishing charter guide? Delta Marina can hook you up. Cook your catch in your kitchenette or dine in the upstairs restaurant. Visit Delta Marina for a day or a week. Stop in just off Highway 11 down Rosemarie Drive in Empire. Visit thedeltamarina.com.
Become a supporter of the Louisiana Wildlife Agents Association today by visiting supportlwaa.org. Browse the selection of exclusive gear, including t-shirts in a variety of colors and styles, plus hats, koozies, and more. Gear up today and support the LWAA.
In Louisiana, food brings everyone together. These are the flavors that make friends out of total strangers. The flavors that remind you of home. It's the meals you crave, that take time, that show love. Because in Louisiana, we cook. And we know that when we come together to cook and eat, life gets better. So pull up a chair, leave room for seconds, and pass a good time. Because life needs Louisiana flavor, baby.
Hi, I'm Olivia Grace George, Miss Louisiana 2024. Did you know that Louisiana is one of the world's leading producers of propane gas? Of course, it's used for cooking, cleaning clothes, and heating homes, but it's always been used on farms and businesses across our state, as well as school buses and light-duty trucks. As America looks to cleaner, greener alternative fuels for our future, Louisiana's propane dealers stand ready to meet the need. For more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Welcome back. We're here at White Oak Estate and Gardens with our good friend Chef John Folse. Good to see you again.
So good to have you back in the kitchen with us
I'm
today.
excited.
Really
it's
good.
been a while, and we're doing an awesome recipe, one that I am not too familiar with. What are we making today?
Now, I would have thought you'd really know a lot about this. Alligator Sauce Piquant, one of the most famous hunting camp dishes for sure. I remember probably as a young boy, that would have been one of the first 2 or 3 dishes I cooked at a hunting camp, because this is absolutely going to be found on most camps.
It's probably a little intimidating for me because alligators are not necessarily the easiest animal to clean, but they sure are worth it.
Boy, they sure are good to eat.
So how are we getting started today?
Well, first of all, cast iron pot. You know, that's what we love. This is the most unbelievable cooking piece for any hunting camp, and we always want to watch for that smoke point. You know, when it gets to that 350, 375 degrees, when they want to throw onion, celery, bell pepper into a pot until we start to see that smoke.
Ready?
I think we're starting to see it, yeah. And look what we have here.
Quite a bit there.
Yeah, and want to get it all in there. And you hear that pot, huh?
It's about a cup of each?
Yeah, about a cup of each, and I think also, well, the Trinity plus one, right?
Yes.
So onion, celery, bell pepper, and then garlic finishes it all up, and that's very typical. Now, we would let this cook until we start to get it really cooked down in the pot, but it's not necessary. People ask me all the time, do you have to cook it all the way? No, this is going to cook for an hour and a half.
Okay, it's going to be a slow simmering meal.
Yeah, so that's sauteing around nice. Now, look what we have right there, right?
So about a pound of gator meat?
And yeah, nice and clean. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who know gator. There's a lot of people who don't know what it looks like.
Ready?
Look how, yeah, absolutely. Look how nice and...
It looks like a cross between fish and chicken.
Yeah, no, absolutely. People are afraid of some of these exotic meats, but look at this. You wouldn't know. Yeah, you wouldn't know what this is if you didn't know. It's just a beautiful meat.
And absolutely. It's a clean meat too. You know, it's not.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. And of course, this meat is really subtle in flavor, so we want to beef it up with the other ingredients, which is why we have so much onions in here. Okay, you see how the meat is cooking really nicely here?
Changing colors.
Yeah, and look how nice and white. People don't know what alligator looks like. Look at this, huh?
Yeah, it's not like a nice pink. It's not like a pork.
Nice piece of fish. That's exactly right. Let's go in with a couple more things right now. Let's go in with that nice tomato.
So these are stewed tomatoes?
Stewed tomatoes right there. We're making a sauce piquant, which means spicy sauce. So anyway, we got all of this going. I would let this cook really nice for a while now. Let it come to a good rolling boil. going to take probably about an hour to tenderize all of this meat and get it all done. Let's put a little bit more of that stock in here. A little bit of our parsley and green onions and all of that, just throw those in. And how much seasoning? Well, it all depends on the group, right?
Right.
And put that lid on top of it and just let it sit and simmer and enjoy the surroundings, enjoy the conversation, and let the pot cook. I tell you what.
Ooh, yeah, I can't wait.
Good, right?
Yes. It smells so good, and it's the moment we've all been waiting for.
Don't rush it. Just take your time. And of course, as I mentioned, that's what it looks like when it's all said and done.
It may not be plated as beautifully at the camp, but it's still going to taste as good.
And there's no reason it shouldn't be plated just like that. Tell those guys to put the bourbon bottle down and look at that.
Put the bourbon down, guys. Time to eat. All right, let's give it a go.
Like.
And you could fool anybody and tell them this is something else if they were scared. And then they eat it, and then they go, I actually like alligator.
Wow, they're really, really good. Nice little spice, right?
It falls apart.
It just
you don't need a knife.
It just falls apart. You can break it with your tongue.
Alligator sauce piquant at the camp, at the house, wherever you want to eat it.
Beautiful.
Delicious.
There's nothing quite like the Louisiana outdoors. Known for its mystique and natural beauty, sometimes there's no better place to clear your head. John Deere products from Sunshine can help you do just that. From the woods to the field, every view is better from behind the wheel of a John Deere. Ask your local Sunshine dealer about our current promotions or learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
We love our children. We protect them, we guide them, we prepare them for life in the world. With all that we do, from deep in our hearts, we cannot control all things. Life-threatening illnesses and disabilities affect far too many of our children each year. While we cannot change the circumstance, we can make dreams come true. Dreams to provide hope, to provide spiritual healing and strength, to provide moments of happiness and relief in the hardest of times. We can give a glimmer of light and hope in a time of darkness and despair. Join huntofalifetime.org to help make dreams come true, to provide hope for children with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Hunt of a Lifetime is a non-profit organization fulfilling dreams for hunting and fishing trips to youth 21 and under with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Visit huntofalifetime.org to learn how you can make a difference.
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
Well, you've seen these guys now in the outdoors, in the wild. Now you can turn your thoughts to watching them go for another national championship with LSU Baseball.
You guys come to Louisiana, you get recruited to come to LSU. What's the craziest thing you heard about Louisiana and our culture and our people?
I heard the Cajuns are crazy. And I think I just met a crazy Cajun. Survived 6 days in the marsh.
Yeah, in 30-degree weather, that guy is a savage. What was some of the crazy things? Have you ever been to Louisiana before?
I've never been to Louisiana before, but I've seen swamp people on TV, so that kind of paints a picture for you.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's like that at all, but I mean, it's awesome. I enjoyed it.
So when you and Alex boxed for the first time and you got that feeling of an important game, I know what that feels like. I've heard it, felt it. What did you guys think about that?
It's unreal. I can't even describe it. Like, I still remember my first at-bat and the jitters I had walking up to the plate for the first time, and then, I mean, it really hadn't gotten much better, honestly. I'm still pretty nervous getting up there, especially in front of 12,000, 13,000 people. It's a lot of fun.
First at bat, I mean, I remember it. You're nervous, blood's going, everything's going. And then you get that first one out the way, and it kind of gets a little easier, but you still sometimes get butterflies in big moments. And just...
Alligator hunting's one of those sports that excites every outdoorsman. Gators are icons of the South and are one of Louisiana's creatures that's most talked about and admired, which is why we've called upon the talents of local artist Leslie Charleville to turn these monster gators into art. We got something very special planned for this alligator, and then you notice that kind of purple. There's no distortion on the color on your TV. This is Leslie Charleville. Leslie, what are we doing with this alligator?
We are painting it to make a rubbing, a Gyotaku rubbing of it, for a special project for Bayou Wild.
And these can be done for anybody's alligator as a keepsake in a way that you don't have to either incur the big expense of taxidermy or place to put a big animal.
That's right. It's a good alternative and a cool piece of art.
And what other animals do you do?
Fish, alligators. Recently started playing around with some sugar cane. And so it's not limited to just animals, but we can do botanicals and other things that are from our beautiful state.
How do people get in touch with you to see your work?
lcharlevillestudios.com, or you can find us on Facebook or Instagram, again at lcharlevillestudios.com. Send us an email, info@lcharlevillestudios.com.
Purple gator, only in Louisiana. These gator prints will forever carry the memories of this day. They'll go on display in someone's home, hunting camp, or place of business for others to admire, and will be a reminder of the day that a monster and a bear went on the hunt for gators.
We take it for granted. I mean, we're used to them. We used to see them. We pulled up to the launch today. They had 3 or 4. Yeah, it's in our blood, but we love LSU baseball, football, every sport. What a great school it is, huh?
Well, Coach told me to tell you, make sure these boys come back with 10 fingers each.
I bet they wanted them arms. He said, the throwing arm don't count, it's the bats I'm worried about.
Another great introduction into the adventure, sportsmanship, and heritage of Bayou Wild.